Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. Throughout the recent years, many disturbing things have been caught on dash cams. From weird unidentified creatures to killers and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying things ever caught on dash cams. So grab your popcorn and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest dash cam clips ever. This first clip takes place at around 1 a.m. A man named Jason G was apparently on his way to meet up with a girl he matched with on an online dating site. The woman had given him her address over the app. Jason eventually arrived at the location at the end of a dimly lit cul-de-sac. He began trying to message the girl, but she had completely stopped responding. A few more minutes went by and he checked the app again, only to see a notification that the woman had unmatched him. This is when he decided to reverse and begin driving away. But as he began to drive away, something terrifying happened. A person walks into the road, blocking him from going any further. It was at this point that he locked all of his doors. The person was wearing a creepy smiling mask. The person wearing a creepy smiling mask reaches into his pocket and appears to pull something out and rushes towards the car. It's unclear what the person grabbed from their pocket, but it appears to be a weapon of some sort. Jason floors it as soon as this happens and narrowly escapes as the person tried to open his door, but luckily it was locked. This was definitely a horrifying encounter. Luckily, Jason's dash cam captured every second of it. This very strange and unexplainable clip was captured by two guys named Pedro and Hector Flores. They were apparently in the middle of a long road trip. Only a few hours into their trip, they came across what appeared to be an accident scene on the side of the road. Being intrigued by the situation, the passenger then began recording as they drove by. Here is the footage. At first glance, you probably don't see anything unexplainable, just a pretty bad accident. But if you zoom in and look back towards the train tracks, a strange humanoid figure can be seen. And the craziest part is that this accident did result in a fatality. Because this fatal accident had just occurred and seen in the background is a strange figure, people quickly suspected that this could be the ghost or a manifestation of the person who died here. That is the most believed theory, with people saying, how could this be a coincidence? Someone just died here and then seen in the background is a mysterious figure? Others have absolutely no clue what to make of this footage. This footage takes place in Africa. A couple were seemingly driving down a desolate dirt road when they had a life-threatening encounter. All of a sudden, three men appearing to all be wearing different masks appear from behind the van. They begin simultaneously rushing towards the couple's vehicle, wielding massive blades. The driver quickly puts it in forward and flies away, speeding past. Luckily, they made it out of this encounter unharmed. The intentions of the masked criminals are unknown. It's widely believed that they were only attempting to rob them. But considering they are in a rather remote area far away from society, the criminals could have done whatever they wanted to them. Who knows what would have happened if the driver did not think fast on his feet. This next video was shared by a man named Sherman O'Neill. O'Neill is the owner of a local trucking company in Oklahoma. He claims that one of his truck drivers caught something very eerie in the late hours of the night while on a delivery trip. He was on a very long road and hadn't seen any cars for miles. He was seemingly in the middle of nowhere, and that's when this happened. He quickly swerved out of the way, avoiding the little girl. The driver said that afterwards he stopped and turned around quickly to make sure she was okay. but there was absolutely no trace of anyone or anything. This incident freaked the driver out so much that he immediately contacted the owner, which was Sherman O'Neill, and they are still both completely puzzled by this incident. The little girl appears to be wearing some sort of old clothing, and how and why would a little girl be out in the middle of the night all alone in the middle of nowhere? There are lots of questions left unanswered with this footage. Many believe this to be a spirit of a young girl wandering the desolate road in the late hours of the night. How else could you explain such an encounter? Let me know in the comments. This crazy dashcam footage takes place on a highway in Glendale, California. It shows a Tesla in front of them suddenly hitting the brakes. For some reason, the driver then gets out in a rage. He rushes towards the car with the dashcam aggressively while carrying what appears to be a lead pipe. He then reaches the car and begins repeatedly slamming the window with the lead pipe. Luckily, none of their windows broke, which allowed them to remain safe inside of their vehicle. Then the attacker leisurely walks back to his car and continues driving. It's obvious this man is dangerous, especially because of what happens next. Just minutes down the road, the same dashcam caught the man trying to attack a different car. In the footage, you can see the victims fleeing from the dangerous man. The people who caught all of this on their dashcam went to the police, but the biggest issue was the Tesla didn't have any license plates at all, so the police couldn't really track him down. But what's even more terrifying is this man continued to attack and attack, because according to the police, they received many more phone calls reporting the same thing. He was even caught on another dashcam. Here's the footage.
What?
Eventually, the police finally tracked him down and apprehended him. The man was a 36-year-old named Nathaniel Radanak, who apparently was very dangerous due to his lengthy criminal record. He even had active warrants for his arrest at the time of his attacks. Some of his previous charges included stalking and much more. He had acquired many different charges in a total of 8 states. He is now being held in a local jail and his bond is posted at over $5 million. So it looks like he's not getting out anytime soon. Why he began attacking all of these innocent drivers is unknown. The man is obviously dangerous and unhinged. Luckily, he was apprehended before things could have gotten way more out of hand. This odd clip was captured by a group of friends traversing a dark and desolate road. This path surrounded by fields was apparently owned by one of their parents. These two friends drive these paths frequently and have never came across something like this before. As they were driving the path, they thought they spotted something strange off in the distance. Not knowing what it was, they kept driving and began recording.
My camera can't pick it up. What are those? What are those? Why does it look like they have heads? Bro, that's actually people.
Please just get out of here, dude.
As you can see, what appears to be a line of people standing motionless, dressed in white, can be seen. The drivers are horrified and shocked, and you can tell by their reactions. They thought they had ran into some sort of satanic cult trespassing on their land. Maybe they were even performing some sort of ritual, and that's why they were lined up the way they were. Imagine just driving through a field and seeing a sight like this. Definitely something that would scar you for life. Luckily, they didn't stick around because who knows what this cult was truly capable of. This footage was taken by a dash cam of a couple who were going for a drive together late one night. They have driven this road many times before, and they stated that it is highly unlikely for pedestrians to be on this part of the highway. They were going for a drive as they do time to time, and they were talking to each other. They were caught up in their discussion and were not really focused on the road, but that's when something strange happens. Suddenly, a lone woman is seen walking in the middle of the road. The driver had to act extremely fast to avoid a collision, and he swerved out of the way, barely missing the woman. According to the YouTuber King Frostmare, it is more than strange for any living person to be found in this area, especially a woman that is walking all by herself in the midst of the night. The couple who captured this on their dashcam had two theories. One being that she was a confused person and somehow got lost and ended up on this road. The other theory being that it was the ghost of a woman. They thought it could potentially be the ghost of a woman who died on this road or near this area, and maybe she was attempting to scare people driving by. Either way, this was definitely some very strange footage. This clip was uploaded to TikTok on February 28, 2023 by a user named Lindsay Ivan. The caption reads, "Disturbing creature caught on camera." The footage features a man biking quickly down a path through the woods late at night when he accidentally caught something completely horrifying. I'm now going to play the footage, but pay attention and watch closely and see if you can spot what he captured. Did you see it? Now let's zoom in and slow the video down to really see what he captured. As you can see, a pale humanoid figure is seen watching him as he rides by. The figure kind of resembles Slenderman. Slenderman is an urban legend that is abnormally tall and doesn't have a face. He wears a tuxedo and is very pale. He allegedly lures people into the woods and murders them. Even if this is not Slenderman, what could this be? Could it be a strange man stalking him from a distance? Or some other unidentified creature? No one has really been able to come up with a good explanation as to what this man really captured. Whatever it is, I think it's safe to say that this was enough to make that man never bike that trail ever again, especially at night. The following dashcam footage was captured in May 2021 in San Antonio, Texas. A man named Michael Shackelford was on his way home from work when he came across something alarming. A vehicle flies by him, but you can see someone is attempting to open the back right door. Michael notices it's a woman struggling and yelling for help. Michael springs into action and begins calling the police and following the suspicious vehicle.
I need police ASAP. A lady is screaming outside a gray Ford exiting Ingram Road right now. She's trying to get out of a vehicle and the guy won't let. No, she's not exiting. They got back on 410.
He continues following closely behind the car for a few miles until they exit off the highway. This is when the woman decides to try to throw herself out of the moving vehicle. This all happens while Michael stays on the phone with the police and reports the whole thing.
She's opening a door. She's trying to jump out. He sped up and he couldn't get out. She jumped out! She jumped out! She jumped out! Ma'am, get in my truck! Get in my truck! Okay, I'm going to the police station right now.
In a stroke of luck, a police officer is seen stopped in traffic right beside them. They then get the officer's attention and pull into the nearest parking lot. It turns out the woman had been taken and held captive by her own husband. With the help of this dashcam footage, police officers were able to locate and track down the woman's husband. He was then arrested and taken into custody. This clip was uploaded to TikTok on March 8, 2023 by a user named JohnBoy's Creepy Content. The caption reads, "Alien abduction caught on dashcam." This footage was taken late at night by a police dashcam. The police was apparently doing a routine traffic stop. In the footage, we can see the police officer bending down and talking to the driver. Then, all of a sudden, a beam of light seems to surround and completely engulf the officer. When the light goes away and everything settles, the officer is completely gone. He seemingly vanished into thin air. After the driver who was stopped witnesses this happen, in fear of his life, he decides to put it in drive and flee the scene. Lots of people think this police dash cam captured a real alien abduction, because as you may know, aliens are said to shoot down beams of light and suck people up into the sky, and that's exactly what looks like is happening here. Not much else is known about this footage, creating the possibility of a hoax, so let me know what you think. Is this a legit alien abduction, or is it simply just a hoax? This footage was captured somewhere in Russia. A man was driving down a rural dirt path. Then he eventually stumbles upon a sideways parked car, attempting to create a makeshift blockade, stopping cars from going any further. When he gets closer, he realizes there are two men standing there, and one is armed with a baseball bat. This is when it becomes clear to him that this is a very bad situation, but it is too late. The first man approaches the car with the bat, attempting to rob him. The driver begins reversing, and this is when the other man goes and retrieves another baseball bat. As one of the men approaches the side of his car, this is when he sees an opportunity and floors it. He speeds forward and past the sideways parked van. He made it out safe and unharmed. However, it's unknown if these two attackers were ever caught. It's believed that they still roam free to this day. Always stay safe and remember to lock your doors. This next segment includes 2 dashcam clips. The footage was uploaded to TikTok on March 10th, 2023 by Teo_official. The caption reads, 2 dashcam footages showing buildings collapsing during the 7.6 on the Richter scale earthquake in Turkey. Now a 7.6 on the Richter scale is a very high score. The largest known shocks have had magnitudes in the 8.8 to 8.9 range. So this earthquake isn't far behind. Seeing these buildings collapse really puts it into perspective how dangerous these earthquakes can be. One of the commenters on TikTok who actually lives in Turkey states that this was their second earthquake in the same day. They said the first one was at 4:17 a.m. and it was a 7.7 on the Richter scale. Mother Nature can be very cruel, and my condolences go out to the lives that were lost in these earthquakes. This footage was captured on a highway in Norway. A school bus is seen pulling over to the side of the road to drop some children off after school. Students then exit the bus and go behind it, about to cross the road. One of the children makes a break for it, attempting to cross the road before the bus leaves. The student was unable to see if there was any oncoming traffic, but it was too late. Luckily, the semi-truck driver acts fast and is able to slam on the brakes, saving the life of this child. The dashcam driver was actually the one who laid on their horn, alerting the oncoming truck. This could have been what caused the truck driver to act so fast. Thankfully, everything turned out okay. There's an accident there, and a cop chasing a cow right now. So, don't know what's really happening. Kind of interesting. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like buttons, mom. Let's aim for 500 likes for another one of these scary dashcam videos. And if you want to get to know me more, or you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear. And also be sure to subscribe to the channel, because only 4% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to turn on that bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in in the next one.